Good morning, doctor. My name is Alamelu I'm from Group E. Today I'll be explaining the root canal treatment done on 2.3. So this is the basic outline of it. So first, a pre-operative radiograph is taken to identify the number of the canal shape and size and the condition of the tooth, and it's also taken to measure the estimated working length. Next will be the assessed cavity. So assessed cavity, for the shape of the assessed cavity for this 2.3, it's a canine, so it's an oval shape, which is widest in the buccopalatally and narrowest mesiodistally. Okay, next is pulpectomy and coronal flaring. So it's done up to 2/3 of the estimated working length, which is 18 mm. So the estimated working length is 27 mm. So the 2/3 of the estimated working length is 18 mm. So this is done using S1 and SX up to the working length, estimated working length, 2/3 of the estimated working length. Next will be temporary restoration. Temporary restoration is done in between from one appointment and one appointment. Okay, an intracanal medicament is placed into the canal using paper point. And the technique used for temporary restoration is a double seal technique, which is placement of the cotton pallet onto the canal orifice followed by cavit and IRM intermediate restoration material. Next will be working length determination. Working length determination is insertion of the K file, initial apical file, up to the estimated working length. And a radiograph is taken to confirm the working length. So in this case, I've used initial apical file, which is K file size 15, and the working length for this 2.3 is 27 mm. So the table below shows the estimated working length, IF, and MAF. Next will be the canal preparation, which is using the hand pro taper technique. Okay, which is done using the pro taper S1 and S2 up to the working length, which is 27 mm. And then the canal is caged with the to identify the MAF. It's caged with a K file size 20 followed by 25 and 30. I stopped at 30 because that's my MAF. MAF is the largest file that can enter the canal until the working length and binds tightly. So once MAF is determined, that's when I'm going to prepare the canal using the pro taper F1, F2, and F3. F3 is equivalent to the K file size 30. So then once I've prepared up to F3, a master gut aperture corresponding to the size F3 is taken and it's inserted up to the working length, and a tuck back is felt. Then followed by the obturation. Obturation is done by first is the final protocol, final rinse protocol is done, and then root canal sealer plus is mixed homogeneously, and a thin coat is applied onto the master gut aperture. It's inserted up to the working length, and a radiograph is taken to ensure there's no void and it's homogeneously spread. Okay, once it's inserted, the excess of the GP is cut using the touch and heat tip, okay, up to 2 mm below the cemento enamel junction, CEJ. And then finally will be the permanent restoration and post-operative radiographs taken, which is a thin layer of vitrabond is placed, etchant, bonding agent, and placement of the composite resin. And a final post-operative radiograph is taken to ensure that the restoration done is satisfied and there's no void present. As for self-reflection during the access cavity stage, where I have gauged the labial wall during the access cavity, preparing the opening of the canal. So I've gauged because the labial wall because due to the wrong angulation of the handpiece. So if I didn't realize it earlier, I could have perforated the labial wall of the tooth. So what I've learned is that during the placement of the handpiece, ensure that the handpiece must be angulated to the long axis of the tooth and make sure it's penetrate to the center point on the lingual surface of the tooth, and the dropping effect should be felt. If not, you should suspect for some problem. Next will be the during the placement of the temporary restoration, where I push the cotton pallet into the canal. So once when I want to remove the temporary restoration for the next stage, is I find it difficult to find my canal, and also I cannot place my K file up to the working length because of the cotton pallet is blocking my canal. So what I've learned is that I should be placing the cotton pallet gently and not to apply force. The next one will be during the canal preparation stage. Since the pro taper that's available in the simulation lab is only 21 and 25 mm, whereas my working length is 27 mm. So what I had to do is I have to change my reference point. So from my initial reference point, which is from the incisal tip, I had to change it to the opening at the entrance of the orifice to a new stable reference point. So this is how I've managed to overcome this problem, and I get to obturate it up to the working length. So that's all from me. Thank you.